Hey Gigsters, in this particular video, I wanted to share three things. One, how to automatically track your mileage, and I want to talk about generating tax reports and also understanding a bit more about the dashboard and the financial insights. Now, as a rideshare and delivery drivers, we know that you can claim the mileage that you're incurring for business to the ATO, and in ATO suggests you to have a 12-week continuous log so that you can claim 72 cents per kilometer for the first 5,000 kilometers. But for most of us, the challenge is we don't have an accurate log, and it's very difficult to manually have them. So we tend to rely on the report that we get from the platforms, but platforms only give you half the picture. So it only gives you the mileage that you have covered between the point of collection or picking up a passenger to the point of delivery or where the passenger has been dropped off. So using MyGigsters, we can automatically calculate the mileage that you've covered for the entire shift. So how do you do it is when you start your shift, you need to sign into MyGigsters, and then you see this little tracking button at the top. So all you need to do is press tracking, and then the mobile application uses a GPS at the background to automatically track your mileage that you cover. In my demonstration, because I'm sitting behind a laptop and I'm not actually driving, you can't see the kilometers increasing, but in real case you will see the mileage being added. When you finish the shift and you're coming back home, or you're taking a long period of a break or a rest, my recommendation would be is to then stop tracking. The other way to also add your mileage is through a manual entry. So you can always go add on the plus sign and add your mileage manually. So this is a bit like a logbook, but a digital logbook. So you can go create the service and say I drove for 250 kilometers today with the start date and end date, and then I can hit enter. So that mileage gets added. So that's auto mileage tracking, and hopefully you will use this and able to create a record for you to maximize your tax deduction. Talking about records, MyGigsters can produce an on-demand tax report, and that is available on the FinSight screen. And then when you hit enter, you can choose which financial year you want the report. Because the app is just launched, I don't think you can get for the last financial year until you have categorized your income and expenses. So I'm going to hit current financial year. A PDF of this tax report will be generated and it will be sent to the email that you have registered with. And that email will have a detailed list of all the income, expenses, GST, mileage, and estimated tax deduction, and all of it. In another video, I will quickly show you what that report looks like. And in this particular video, to continue, I'll show you a bit more about the data insights. So in the home screen, you will find your goal screen, which tells you your earning goal and how much you've completed. In this particular case, I've got an earning goal of $1,000 and I've done 100, so which is 90% more. It also calculates your net income. As for many of you, it's hard to calculate net income in the gig work. Net income is after your expenses, what's actually left, and that net income or weekly net income is available here. You can also see your weekly expenses and weekly mileage that you have covered. So going to the next screen, you'll have a bit more information into your FinSights. So you can go into this graph, and above this graph, you can see your week goal, week income, week expense, your trips you made, the hours you're driven your car or your vehicle, and your week mileage. You can also go into this graph where you see a weekly overview of your earnings, your mileage, and your expenses, and you can also see that through the month, and you can see that through the year. Below the graph you see earnings by category, so which pretty much says which platforms provide you maximum earning. In this case, DoorDash. For the entire year, you can see it for the week, which is Uber. And you can also see mileage, how much mileage you have been driving. In this particular graph, it shows the estimated tax deduction. So as you can see, on the Saturday, my mileage has been 250 kilometers and my estimated tax deduction is 175. It also shows the number of hours you've driven your vehicle, so just to let you know how much you are on the road. So that's the bit for this video. In the next video, I'll quickly walk you through the tax report and a couple of other features. Thank you.